doing?
So I didn't even realize that I knew you're from Gilroy, but I didn't realize that you're one of the first female Gilroy high school wrestlers too.
Yeah.
So you were there before DC took it over.
I was.
So how was that coming up as a female wrestler in high school?
It was cool. I think even in high school, my mindset was I wanted to be a world champion. So I wanted to hurry up and graduate from high school just so that way I can go and, accomplish my other goals and dreams. And one was becoming the Invicta Strawweight. The next one is becoming the UFC Strawweight. And, I've had these dreams since I was a little girl. Like I even in high school when I wrestled, I was like, I didn't want to wrestle and go and get a degree and
be an NCAA wrestler.
I mean, yeah.
Were you also doing Muay Thai tournaments as you were a high school? So you already knew. You were already putting it together. Yeah. You're like, I'm not going to Penn State or.
No, I didn't want to. And I think when my wrestling coaches at the time, they were in my ear saying, oh, you can go here, you can get a scholarship to go here, start looking at San Francisco
D1
State.
Wrestler,
and I was just like, no,
that's not my plan.
I'm not gonna do that. And they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I remember they weren't applying so much pressure on me, but they just had other beliefs in me that
they wanted to have a traditional route for you.
Yeah. And I remember telling my uncle, because I lived with him, Anthony, who was also my head trainer, I remember telling him, I don't want to wrestle for a scholarship. I want to wrestle because I want to get better at wrestling so I can use it for MMA.
Right.
And
you already had a plan.
Yeah, and he's like,
this is just one piece of my puzzle.
Exactly. So I tried to keep the tunnel vision and the focus all throughout, my high school days. Even after high school, it was like, I did not regret it, but there were times where I was like, man, maybe I should have went to wrestle and, but it would have taken me down a different route, know, so.
She's bleeding. She's bleeding all over. Man, dude, you got blood work, right? You got blood work, right? Maybe. Oh shit. Maybe. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Winner. From the bottom. Off the bottom floor. Bobby, let me go.
And then can we talk about the break that you took from MMA?
Yeah.
Like you took a couple years off, right?
Yeah.
And you worked a normal 9-to-5 medical office job.
I did. And I had a very good job. It was right around the corner from here. It's literally less than 5 minutes away.
And so you could have been set. That could have been a whole medical office career for you.
Yeah, they were trying to set me up too. My boss at the time was trying to set me up to get me, to basically be a manager for the company and, do other things, for the company. And I decided I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I couldn't wrap my head around, working, coming home, working, and
getting the cash in the paycheck.
Yeah, paying bills,
sitting at your computer, sitting at your TV.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't wrap my head around doing it, and I knew that this is something that I wanted to do. So I told myself, if this is something I really want to do, go get a job and experience what the real world is, and if I don't want to do it, then set myself up to come back and fulfill my dreams and goals. And I decided to take that 2-year off because I was going through a lot with my personal life, and sometimes things can get a little shaky in your personal life when you basically have when you do business with with family. And sometimes you guys have we get disagreements, and and I reached a point in my life where I was growing, and some people in my family, they didn't agree with the decisions that I was making, so I had to take a step back and decide and tell myself, okay, what am I gonna do? And I need to reshift my focus and sharpen my tools and come back and do what I do.
And you also said it was like you had to decide if this was really what you wanted, if you
well.
really wanted it for yourself.
Right, because I felt like a lot of people, my support system is so strong, and I think that is huge. Like, not a lot of people can say they have such a huge support system. I have so much support from my fiance to his family to my family to friends, and people that I don't even know who want it just as bad as I do, because they can tell just from the facial expressions on my face, or just from having a simple conversation with me, and I think that's huge. So I had to I'm sorry, I'm getting off board, but I had to basically
just like take a step back.
Yeah, because my whole support system wanted it for me, and I felt like they wanted it so bad for me that I was like, okay,
am I being taken for a ride, or am I driving this?
Yeah. So I had to again take a step back and think about it. Do I really want to do this? Because this isn't a game, People, this is
a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle, and so I had to figure that out on my own.
Right.
Nobody else can do it for me.
Yeah, make that choice for you.
Exactly. Yeah. They can basically tell me, hey, this is it, here it is, but it's like I have to be able to decide, is this something that I'm really gonna fulfill, or is this something that I'm not gonna do?
Yeah.
So, and I'm deciding, I'm committed to it.
So what am I, just chopped liver?
Wow, we got the same head, champ. Look, you got a champ size head, B. I love it. Wow, we got the same size head, champ. Thank you, my brother. I love you. That's my brother.
And then the story was that on your birthday, you quit your job and decided you're gonna just follow your dream full time.
Yep, I remember I told my boss at Stryker Endoscopy right here around the corner, I put my 2 weeks in on my birthday, and I said, I'm going to go back to fulfill my dreams. I have some unfinished business I need to take care of in, mixed martial arts, and I'm putting in my 2 weeks, and, this is it. This is what I'm doing. And they looked at me like they knew that they saw it coming, because
That's the dream deferred.
Yeah, I talked about it so much. Even when I was working there, I was living it. Like, I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was like on my lunch break looking up videos and constantly staying updated and everything. And like even my coworkers were like, you need to go back to training. Like
you
totally
miss it too much.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. Peace. You know, and
that's
I left.
awesome. And it seems like it's worked out for you because you've been undefeated since you've been back. So
I have, yeah. And it's all about, and again, it's all about just putting my nose down and just staying focused. You know, doing it for myself, not doing it for anybody else. You know, and keeping that balance with my personal life and my career, and you know, making those adjustments and keeping my support system close, and you know, just staying well balanced and staying focused and wanting it, and not losing sight of it, and you know, waking up, breathing it, living it, eating it. You know, this is a lifestyle.
Do you think that the mental and the spiritual aspects are just as important as the physical training?
Oh, 100%. If I'm not mentally connected with myself, then I'm off. Same with physically and emotionally. I have to feel well balanced, and I think for the first time ever in my life is when I felt it. My last fight.
In this fight.
Yeah, in this fight camp, I was so well balanced that, like, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I was going crazy. I was waking up crying, like, oh my God, like, because I can see it, I can believe it, I can, like, everything was just right there, you know. And I was like, everything was so perfect in this camp, and I was like, man, I'm just so connected. I'm well balanced. I'm good.
Here. I'm here where I've been working so hard for. I got it.
Yeah. And all I needed to do was just go out there and do
the
it.
show.
Yeah. And I was able to do it. Yeah, thankfully.
Awesome. It was such a beautiful thing to watch. And it's out there for everybody now. It's on UFC Fight Pass, and they put all 3 of the fights on YouTube, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to stay up, because I don't know if that was Invicta that put them up or if that was some other YouTube channel that put them up, because I saw them up. But if it gets taken down from YouTube, they're all on UFC Fight Pass.
Yep.
So
and if you don't have UFC Fight Pass, you can get the 7-day trial too.
Right.
I know that.
And watch them on that. You get a free 1-week trial if you don't have it yet.
And I think after that, it's like either
$10 a month or something. Yeah, I think it's
super
worth
cheap.
it. Yeah, because
Totally
you get that
worth it.
whole library of fights.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's a good interview. I got some good footage from protein practice today.
Nice.
So thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
And again, we'll see you when you're the UFC Strawweight champion. We can't wait to see what comes for you next.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity again. And
and if you're in
tuned.
Gilroy, check out Antdawg's MMA.
Yeah, we're located in Gilroy at Antdawg's MMA, and then San Jose Area American Kickboxing Academy. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much.